Hello everyone, my name is Florence Vasquez and I did my research paper on Greywater recycling, a look at the accounting and a quantitative and qualitative cost-benefit analysis. So by now, I'm sure we're all aware of the fact that water shortage is a very prevalent issue in today's society. The amount of fresh water that is available to us is slowly diminishing, and well, I frankly think that we're the ones to blame. We use so much water on an everyday basis for uses such as showering, laundry, and doing the dishes, that in fact, in the next 10 years, water managers from over 40 states will experience a water shortage. This has led people to look to find ways to minimize the consumption of water and to look for different conservation methods. One of these methods is greywater recycling. Greywater is basically household water that has not yet come into contact with waste and is therefore considered potable water. Potable water is just a fancy term for saying water that is safe to drink. Gray water comes in two forms. The first is heavy gray water, which is water that comes from your kitchen, sink, or dishwasher. On the other hand, we have light gray water. This is water that comes from the shower or bathroom sink. It is very important to note that it does not include toilet water. Toilet water has been exposed to waste, so it wouldn't even be considered gray water. These systems are popular because they are said to bring many benefits, which I will talk about later on. First are the costs associated with these systems. The highest costs include the purchase and installation. There are two types of greywater systems. The first is a prefabricated system and the second is a site-built system. The main difference is exactly what it sounds. One is built on site and the other one comes already put together. As you can see from the table on the right, there are many costs associated. This can lead to a lot of complexities, so many research professors have actually developed costing methods, such as the whole life cost appraisal method. These costing methods are important not just for determining costs, but also for assessing how economically feasible greywater systems actually are. Now to talk about the benefits. The first is water savings. These systems are said to reduce water consumption anywhere from 27 to 38% in homes. In states like California, where the average family spends $900 on annual water bills, this amount can also be reduced. Since we are reusing water, another benefit is that we can reduce energy and chemical use due to the reduced amount of fresh water that needs pumping and treatment. Now, there are a lot of problems that come along with greywater. One of these is that greywater is highly variable. This means that the quality of greywater may be great or it may not be so great. And the main reason for this is that it can either come from the kitchen or the bathroom. This leads me to my second point. Greywater can also be exposed to large amounts of bacteria. Think about all the dishes you wash or the dirt that comes off your body when you shower. All this bacteria present reduces the quality of the water. There are also a lot of problems with the storage of water. Greywater systems store greywater, but if it's stored for too long, it can cause bacteria to grow if the reservoir is not maintained properly. Now, all these factors lead to potential health concerns. For example, the handling of raw foods in the kitchen can lead to exposure of salmonella. In addition, if you irrigate your plants with greywater, you can potentially be exposed to E. coli or other bacteria. Looking towards the future. There are a lot of ways in which we can improve the effectiveness of these systems. The first is to increase participation rates. If we can advertise in the community, we will be able to better quantify the benefits of greywater systems. Second, greywater is highly variable. If we can address storage issues and find better alternatives to handling greywater, we might be able to reduce the presence of bacteria and therefore increase participation. Lastly, these systems are really expensive. If more people start to use these systems, the cost might actually go down. I think that by doing these 3 steps, we will be able to better examine not only the effectiveness of greywater systems, but also their efficiency. Lastly, here is my references page, and thank you all for tuning in to my presentation.